So this is Samba y Amor from Chords. I don't know why I'm talking, the mic is here actually. And I'm just going to play the chords, which are like super beautiful, and then I'm going to discuss the chords later. It's my third attempt of doing what I'm doing, or is it my fifth?
Eu faço samba e amor até mais tarde, e tenho muito sono de manhã. Escuto a correria da cidade que arde e apressa o dia de amanhã.
Yeah, so as you probably know, jazz is heavily influenced by Brazilian music, and Pepe Metheny writes his compositions. Pepe Metheny group, there's so much exchange and harmony and rhythm. And when I started playing jazz guitar, I actually started by playing Bossa Nova. That was my way into this rich world of harmonies. And I'm still astonished, you know, I always think the same thing. I'm just going to quickly transcribe a tune. I'm just going to quickly print out some lead sheets, and then I very quickly find out that the stuff on the lead sheets, even if I paid for them, and the stuff that I'm listening in my recording, it's not the same. So in the end, I'm always coming back to transcribing it on my own anyways. But today I really want to show you those chords. They're so beautiful, so freaking beautiful. Also show what I think about them so that we might apply them in different situations, right? So the tune is in C minor, and the first chord is really like plain C minor bar chord. And we can just play a very simple Bossa Nova pattern all the time through the song. And then already one of my favorite chords comes up. It's an F with an A in the bass. So it's C minor and F, and it's basically C minor 7, F7, just it's not a seventh chord with a 7, but just a tri with the A in the bass. So already here's an idea if we're playing C minor 7 or whatever, A minor 7, D7, like we would do in many 2/5s, maybe just to play the triad in an inversion. So we have 6th chord, right? Secondary dominant. 4 chord, A flat is on the 4th degree in C minor, 5 going to 6, another secondary dominant, C minor, 6 chord, same thing. And then we have this chord, surprise, surprise. Right, you know it from Agua de Marcos, the same chord. Man, I love this chord. And
pau, é pedra, é o fim do caminho, é o resto de toco, é pouco sozinho, é caco de vidro, é a vida, é o sol, é a noite, é a morte, é o laço, é o anzol, é peroba do campo,
é o nó da madeira, é o matita pereira,
é madeira de vento,
da ribanceira,
é mistério profundo,
é o queira ou não queira.
So he's playing C minor, F with the A in the bass, C with the B flat in the bass. So we can think about this chord if we want to, like a leading chord, right? But what I'm thinking here already gets a little bit more advanced. Many tunes have a tonic in minor, and all of a sudden the tonic goes to major. Think Alone Together, right? It starts in D minor, but then in the last 2 bars of the A part, all of a sudden, it's surprise, surprise, we're going to major. I think there's even a word for that. If anybody knows it, please let me know. I want to learn that. And anyways, he's starting in C minor, right? And then in bar number 8 or number 7, he's going to C. So it's going to C major, that's what I'm thinking here, but I guess that wasn't sophisticated enough, or maybe too plain in view. So they put the B flat in the bass, or maybe I would even think it could also be like a C7 inversion, right? So many things to think as always, but anyways, sounds cool. Then he moves on with the F and the A chord, going to A flat minor, 4 minor. Always think from the perspective of major, right? I'm always thinking in the perspective of major, right? Because I don't know, I learned it like this, right? Functional harmony, always analyzing stuff from the perspective of major, and I really wondered why. And I'm always, if I wonder, researching it again, found a very interesting blog post. I'm going to list it tonight in the description box, and you can check it out for yourself. And then they're claiming that most jazz standards are in major anyways, so it makes a lot of sense to analyze them from a point of view of major. Even if you're thinking in minor and major, you're switching between the two perspectives. You have to switch between the two perspectives as well when you transpose the stuff. And we're analyzing the chords. I know some of you probably hate that, but we're analyzing the chords so we can understand the families, and it's not only one chord and then another. It all makes sense together. And that's why we're analyzing them to understand how they work together, but also how to see how stuff repeats in other tunes. So this is a 4 minor chord here, right? E flat, 4th degree is A flat major, F flat minor. And then we finally go to the tonic E flat, but he uses this chord, which is basically the same as this chord, but just with E flat. So the top notes are very important here. If you want to play along, take care which note is your highest note. And then again, this chord, right? Which is like an A6 chord, A flat chord again. And then last 4 bars, A half diminished, D altered, G minor. And the G minor chord in E flat minor is on the 3rd degree, so we have a complete explanation where it comes from. I'm going to make another video and look at Brad Meldau's version of Samba y Amor. Which chord is he playing? So this is just, you know, me always checking out the basics. And then those 16 bars get repeated, like C minor, 4, 5 going to 6, 6, 5 going to 5, 1 dominant chord if you want, and major, 4 minor, 1, and now it's the second time the 16 bars repeat, and it's going to C minor, and this time he's playing this chord, right, and then this chord. So this is like a G7 altered chord, F and B being the flat 7, the 3, flat 13 and the root, or like an augmented chord. And now the second half begins, and now we can for a time just play some shell voicing. They really work good, except for the first chord. The C minor always stays, the bar chord, C7, 2, 5, going to 1, 4 minor again, right, that's 4 minor again, because A flat minor, D flat, really interchangeable, C7, 9. And of course, I thought that should be a sharp 9, because it's a 5 going to 3, but maybe it's like a modal interchange using another chord here. And then again. Instead of the F7, which I found on a lead sheet, he played this diminished chord. Right, which is just like an F7 with a flat 9. And then your root less diminished chord, and then A flat 7, G7, just going home to the C minor. Yeah, so those are the chords of Samba y Amor. I wish you a lot of fun. Just try to play along with the recording. That's always what I want to do, and that's why I transcribed it for you this way. Try to maybe understand some of the chords and their degrees. You don't have to understand everything, but it's good if we get away from visualizing only the shapes, and if we know a little bit what we're doing, because in this way we can see when stuff repeats itself. And when stuff repeats itself and we recognize it, it will make it way easier for us to memorize it. That's it for today. See you tomorrow. Probably not tomorrow. Probably in a week. Bye.